Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. I am still Cedric and today we are going to talk about another beer. Several episodes ago we talked about the Choufe and Choufe 40 years, the anniversary beer. And after those videos I know that at the end I mentioned about 8 beers by Choufe. But afterwards I remembered that there is actually an extra one. Last year, 2021, there was another anniversary. Not one of a brewery, but the anniversary of a VNB or VNB in France. And VNB is a beverage concept. That exists, well, now it exists for 21 years, but they were founded in 2001. The story started in 1998 when Jean-Pierre Derouet and Emmanuel Bouvet shared a building in the city of Mans, and Jean-Pierre had a wine cellar and Emmanuel had a beer bar. These guys got to talking, they became friends, and suddenly they decided, hey, why not combine those two things in one total concept? So VNB stands for Vin et Bière, or wines and beer. Very original name. And it is, or it has grown to become a total concept. They do a lot of things. They have dozens of locations throughout the whole of France. Actually, a friend of mine drove to France to get these and I just happen to have one left, or actually 2 left, so when we do the shootout I can add one to the list and then we'll have 9 or 10 beers. Anywho, so they have dozens of locations throughout the whole of France, and these are combined drink centers, stores, bars, wine cellars. You can go over there to have a drink after work. You can go over there to buy and stock up on certain drinks. These days they also have spirits and everything. But they do some special things as well. Like they do events, team nights. They even have a large festival that they do. Actually a bunch of fun. And they have been working together with the Duvel Moordgat group, of which Choufe is a part, for years and years. So when they had their 20th anniversary, the people at Duvel Moordgat group and Choufe started thinking, why don't we honor these guys with their own beer? And they brewed a specialty beer loosely based on Choufe. It's also a strong blonde, 8%, but they went all out. They used some special malts, used some extra orange peel. They used the malts to color the beer like more of an orangey, coppery color, and apparently they used, next to coriander, some natural spice extracts to boost the citrus notes. So I'm very curious about that. Originally the beer has been sold in packages of 4 with the anniversary glass, the 20th anniversary VEB Choufe glass, with Marcel holding a cake like here on the label. Of course I will put it up here somewhere. Marcel carrying a birthday cake with the 20 candles on there. Unfortunately I don't have that glass. But I might get one very soon. Okay, I don't have to tell you guys anything anymore about Choufe because I've already told you guys a few videos ago. I'll put a link up here as well. And yeah, let's just get to tasting. One thing that stands out is the plain yellow bottle cap and not the yellow branded bottle cap that Choufe normally uses. Ooh, very spicy, very herbal. Yeah, nothing extra on the bottle. I do see that I have to drink this today because the best before date is October 2022, which is right now, of course. Let's see if they deliver what they promised. Next to the spicy scent that I first had when I opened the bottle, I do get quite a sweet smell right now. Honestly, if you put this underneath my nose, blindfolded, I'd say this is a blonde Abbey beer, a rather sweet, strong Abbey beer. Looking at the color, they did deliver what they promised. It is more orangey, coppery, very clear. Well, no, not very clear. I thought it was some condensation, but no. It is actually quite a hazy beer. There we go. Back to the herbal smells, the spicy smells. I do get the coriander in there. I don't get the orange peel. And it does remind me of the 40th anniversary La Choufe. That's probably the spice extracts talking. Also some nice beige off-white foam. Very thin foam, very dense. Tiny bubbles. I love that. Like very creamy foam. Looks like you can eat it off with a spoon, which we're not gonna do, of course. Odd. The taste also slightly compares to the 40th anniversary beer, but it is still very different. So it's not a clone, it's not a one-on-one comparison. The mouthfeel is much thinner. I'd even dare say slightly watery. Still very refreshing beer. It is slightly fruity, but mainly, yeah, very herbal, very spicy, very malty as well. And I do get this slight bitterness in the throat. So when it comes to balance, it's a very okay beer. Yeah. I would say this is not an all-nighter, but definitely a nice beer. I like the very spicy or the very herbal triple beers. This actually comes close. It's quite a bit thinner, a bit lighter in taste, I mean, because it's still 8%. But yeah, this is a quite spicy, strong blonde. Comparing it to the last beer we had, yeah, I'd say this is also great to pair with meaty dishes, with maybe barbecue, maybe the less strong flavors. I might even drink this with a nice hearty stew. maybe a bit wintry. Yeah, I even get that bit of savory flavors in there. So, yeah. I'd say it's not my favorite, but it is definitely a job well done. And I think that when it comes to craft beers or specialty beers or whatever you want to call it, um, yeah, this really hits a mark. I think this is a great beer for people that love this segment, this kind of beer. I think if a local bar would have it, I'd definitely order one, but I don't think that I would drink this all the time. This would not win from Trappist or Duvel or, yeah, the classics. But it is a great beer. Stands nicely up on the shelf. Actually, my brother is a Choufe collector, and I mainly bought this to give one to him to put on his shelf. Actually, I gave him two, one to put in the collection and one to drink, of course. And that's why I still have two as well. So this is the drinking one. I'll probably drink the other one as well, because I'm not a collector. I collect memorabilia, not beer. Beer is for drinking. Actually, I often hand out beers to people because I like giving people things that I know about and that I know the quality of. And sometimes it really breaks my heart to see that people get an exclusive bottle and they keep it in a closet or in the fridge or in a collection. Like, people, please. I give this to you to drink. Please enjoy it, savor the moment, love the beer, and collect empty bottles. It's not gonna get worth more when we're not talking about provision beers, but even then. So please, 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 if I ever give you a bottle, just drink it and keep the bottle in your collection, not the beer. Anywho, mini rant is over. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna savor this beer because it's not as drinkable as many beers. I do get, by the way, the sweetness that I talked about in the scent comes back in the aftertaste. So yeah, it's actually a weird beer. Quite weird. Yeah, job well done again. So as I said, this isn't the most drinkable beer in the world. I like it, but I'm gonna savor it because it's not a chugging beer. And yeah, if you like this video, hit that thumb. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon. If you have any comments, comment. Kobe, I just realized that I forgot to score this beer. I would say, yeah, 6.5, 7. Let's call it a 6.5. Yeah. Okay. If you guys get your hands on one of these, they are only sold at VMB in France. If you get your hands on one, let me know what you think about it. And yeah, I'd say cheers. Bye, guys.